richest man in the world.
That was Dave Chappelle's show up in San Francisco, and he brought out the richest man in the world, introducing him. Well, apparently people didn't want much to do with Elon Musk there. The stadium apparently was full of boos as soon as he stepped out there and started waving and trying to figure out what the hell to do with himself next. But for some reason, Dave Chappelle didn't really see this coming. Or maybe he did, and this was the funny part. But he tried to salvage it a little bit, kind of. Watch.
We're expecting this, were you? It sounds like some of them people you fired are in the audience. Hey, wait a minute. Those of you booing. Tough road ahead, like it sounds like. But you notice one thing. All those people are booing, and I'm just pointing out the obvious. You have terrible seats, and I understand. All coming from way up there, nigga, the last minute, non-playing. Boo! 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 Listen. Whatever, look.
It almost seemed like he milked it a little bit further there as he went through that whole thing. But apparently the people just in the top rafters and the folks that you fired are the only ones that are booing you, Elon. I'm not sure if he's trying to save him a little bit there, or maybe even insult folks that went to your show. You know, those idiots, for some reason they're here, paid money and booing. You brought out the guy that they don't like. Here's one person that was actually in the audience who gave a few more details of how this whole thing looked and how bad it was for Elon. James Yu, he says, was at the Dave Chappelle show in San Francisco tonight. And who comes out but Elon Musk? A good 80% of the stadium boos, 18,000 people, and he withers. Like absolutely turns into a corn cob. I'm not sure what that looks like, but I like the term. What should I say, he says. Dave tries to salvage the situation, but to no avail as we saw. He continued on, this tweeter. He says, I can't believe he came in and did that. No value at all. And here's the world's richest man, Dave introduced him. It totally came off entitled. Dave got him so many chances to speak, but he just put his hands in his pockets. He went on to talk about how he wishes he had actually done something, said something, anything, act like you're on Twitter since you're so snarky there. Apparently he has a lot of time to write out his tweets, but he doesn't have much time to respond when people boo him. I would think he would have been prepared for that, but apparently not. Here's the jokes that he does like to tell. Let's jump down to this last tweet graphic here, because Elon Musk is better on Twitter apparently than he is in person. He says this, my pronouns are prosecute Fauci, which of course you get your good affirmations from Marjorie Taylor Greene. That's when you know you're really on the right track. She would have gotten booed too if she showed up. So just think about the people you surround yourself with and figure who you think, how you think you'll be received. I don't think he's surprised, but he'll use this as another reason why everybody hates me and I'm the best person ever. Jessica, what are your thoughts, man?
Man, I wish this was a bit. I wish this had a better ending. Yeah. I mean, I expect so much more from someone like Dave Chappelle, who's given us some brilliant comedy throughout his life. But recently it's sad to see someone as talented as Dave punching down, talking about the trans community, just not necessary. Talking about the LGBTQ community, just not necessary. Now rubbing shoulders with Elon Musk, bringing him out on stage. How did this happen? Also, did Elon cut him a check? Like, hey man, I'll pay you to have me come out there with you. He knows a lot of people don't like him. And I just don't understand how this connection was made or what these two have to do with each other, other than Elon might be trying to win the public over. For what reason, I don't know, but he learned a valuable lesson, which is that real life is not online. If people don't like you, they can boo you very loudly. And the fact that he had nothing to say in response goes to show that all he really wants is validation from people. He showed up there, he was not well received. He didn't have a message for the people whatsoever who paid to see Dave Chappelle. So Elon must have just paid Dave more. I don't know.
I didn't think about it that way. Would you do anything where you show up and step on stage, crowd of thousands of people, and just have no plan, no approach, no reason behind it? You expect to stand there, put your hands out, and expect just glorious applause, flowers being thrown, maybe a couple of tomatoes.
What if the plan was like an Oprah situation, like under everybody's seat is keys to a new Tesla, and then they booed him? He was like, never mind.
Like, boo, I'll take the Tesla and sell it, but boo. Still, sure. Lastly, my last thought. He said the world's richest man. That was the introduction. That again, all of the talking points and things we do and say, it's just all the layers are coming off. It's an explicit indication that what we should care about is that this guy has a lot of money. That's it. No other qualification, no other reasons to like this guy, no other reason to applaud for him. He's got a lot of money. Our worshiping at the altar of the rich is way out of control, and it's pretty obvious in every aspect, even a comedy show.